Hey guys, Wolverine here. I'm gonna go through how to epoch / overpoch on this playlist. What I'm planning on doing is I'm gonna go through each piece of ingredient to build a base. There's a couple websites out there which give you an idea of what you need to build, but nothing brilliant, and I learnt the hard way on how to build a base, and mine was quite scruffy, untidy, and I had to keep on going back and forth, get the right ingredients. So, going to start from scratch. As you can see, it's nice, clear, no one around. The only issue with where I am is it's really up north. If you want to build a base, you want to build it somewhere where you can get to quite easy if you die. The further up north you build it, the further you gotta travel to get to your base, but further up north, the more safe your base is, in a way, I suppose. But the main thing is, when you do build a base, you gotta make sure you're around trees, because that's your main income. That's the stuff you're gonna use to build a base. So, to start things off, we're gonna start from scratch. The first thing you're gonna need is a plot pole. You need a plot pole to claim your piece of land to build on. I have one in my car, but I'll show you how to do that later. Main thing you need is first is a hatchet. So equip your hatchet. There we go. So what you do, you're gonna be a lumberman. And as you can see, wood's appearing when I hit this tree. Now each tree's got life points, and sooner or later it's just gonna collapse, and you can't get any more wood out of it. Any trees you do knock down will come back at the next server restart. We go. So as you can see, I've got a lot of wood. Okay, so we have our wood. Wood, as I said, is the main ingredient for every base, but you can't do anything on its own. The only thing you can do with wood really is build a fire, which that will come in handy later on. So what you're going to need is lumber. So to make lumber, you need 2 wood piles. I repeat, 2 wood piles. All you'd have to do is right click on your mouse, click the craft lumber option, and away you go. As you can tell, he's doing the bank noise. As you can see, it's now turned into lumber. So 2 wood piles make 1 lumber. So I'll do that one more time. I'll do the rest just to show you guys so you have an idea. Okay, so 12 lumber makes 12 wood piles makes 6 lumber. And now with lumber you have a lot more options, which I'll go under later on in the episodes. Okay, so lumber now. As I said, more options on lumber, but we're going to go one above. Craft plywood. That is your third important ingredient out of the three. So you have your wood piles, you have your lumber, you're going to have plywood. To make plywood you need 2 lumber. It's like 2 wood piles to make a lumber, then 2 lumbers to make 1 plywood. So as you can tell, you're going to need a lot of wood. An easier way to get lumber straight away is if you have a chainsaw, but I'll come on to that in a future episode, as I have everything to show you how to build except the chainsaw, because it's at my base. Okay, so make plywood. As you can see, 2 lumber was taken to make 1 plywood. There we go. So, wood is the only thing you can craft without a workbench. To make a base, you also need a workbench. And as you can tell, I have plywood options, like build walls, floors, craft a shack, workbench. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to build a workbench now. I forgot to mention, to build anything you need a hunting knife, a crowbar, toolbox, and e-tool. You don't need all 4 to build everything, but certain things require the odd 1 or 2. So I'll just carry all 4 just so I know I've got everything I need to build an item. So, to build a workbench, as you can see, it's doing its crafting animation. 1 workbench is complete. For a workbench you need 2 lumber and 1 plywood. I repeat again, 2 lumber and 1 plywood, and that makes a workbench. You get into a crate logo which says workbench. To build that, you get the option right click, build workbench. So just place that there. And now that I have a workbench, I'll be able to craft more ingredients, like how to build walls and floors and that kind of stuff.